All right, y'all. What's good, man? It's 414 BJ. Welcome back to the Big Dog U podcast. I'm here today with a legend in the making, Duane Rogers III.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So I looked it up and I seen basically your name was spelled. How do you spell your name?
Duane, Duane,
Is it Dwayne or is it how you like pronounce it?
Dwayne,
Dwayne? Is
like
it like
Dwayne
a
Wade,
yeah? But what's
Dwayne.
the different spelling though? Because Dwayne Wade got a W in it. Is it something to
Mine
that?
is Duane.
Yeah. Is it something to that like family like passed down or no?
No, not really.
No. Okay.
I'm the third, so I mean my
The
pops
whole
got it, and
name,
then my
yeah.
grandpa got the name too.
Okay, okay,
So it was
okay.
just handed down.
Yeah, and then I see your dad. He went to Utah State, so he put the basketball in your
Yes,
hands.
sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
how was that
Basically,
growing up?
okay. So growing up, basically, my mom's played too. So I can say that it was handed down from both of them because my mom played for Ferris State University in Michigan.
D2.
Yes, sir. D2, D2. But just growing up under two basketball players, I mean, you could say it was handed down to me.
Facts, facts, facts. Okay, okay. And did you feel like growing up they were like showing you how to play the game differently, or did you feel like they showed you something that a lot of people didn't have, or how did that feel growing up for you?
My mom's she had post game. She definitely was a big because she was 5'11", so she was forced to play big. So I mean, I guess you could say I learned skills from her, and then I also learned the guard skills from my pops because he was an actual guard for real.
Okay, and then what happened with your dad when he was at Utah State? How long did he play there?
He did 2 years there, so he redshirted his third year. So first I'm gonna just start over for you. He went to Polk. He went JUCO first. So he did 1 year at Polk State. That's a JUCO. And then after that, he went to Utah State. He had the red shirt that year. And then after that, his third year, he played.
He played. Okay, okay. And then what happened after Utah State? Did he end up like getting any opportunities for the league, or what was that like?
He had a good season. I looked it up. I'm pretty sure he averaged 13, if I'm not mistaken. He averaged 13 that year before he injured himself.
Okay. And then mom's what happened with mom? She was D2 what?
She was D2. She ended up leaving like all state, not all state, all conference. You know what I mean? In Michigan. So that was pretty smooth.
Okay. Okay, and then your parents end up meeting, right? And they have you, and you grew up in the city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, right? But first of all, how did your parents get here? Because if your dad was in Utah and mom was at what Ferris in Michigan, so how did they meet and I guess have you here, right?
Okay, so my mom and him told me that they met at a bar here in Milwaukee. I forgot what it was called, but it was on Fond du Lac. I know you know where Fond du Lac is. They met at a bar in Fond du Lac.
And they have ties from Milwaukee. Are they like originally from here, or
So
they
my
just
dad, my
yeah.
dad, his dad, my grandpa, he passed away. He moved here. He lived in New Berlin. So my dad stayed with him in New Berlin. And then that's basically how they met. They met at a bar.
Okay, yeah. So then now you grow up in Milwaukee. What was it like growing up in the city of Milwaukee for you?
Um, it's a blessing. I ain't gonna lie. Like Milwaukee, everybody know. Like Milwaukee, we got our own lingo. We got our own way of going about things. Like we got our own grit. So I can definitely say I carried the Milwaukee grit to where I am now.
Okay, can you explain that with like your game? How did you like show that in your game?
In my game, well, tr- high school, I was a 3 and D. Really was a 3 and D. I was a defensive player. I didn't really care about the game as much as I do now in high school. So I guess you could say when I went to Phoenix, because I played for a JUCO in Phoenix, I you basically say that's when I worked on my game because I redshirted in Phoenix, so I didn't play at all.
Okay, okay. Right. So then you said a 3 and D player, like as early as you was, did you learn that like playing at the parks or something? Like what was it like playing
Oh
like
yeah, for sure,
outside in
for sure,
Milwaukee?
for sure. Okay, so before we stayed in Hillside, we lived on 76 and Cap. So I used to stay walking to a park,
Yeah, the name
Deneen
right
Park.
there.
Yep,
Yeah,
Deneen
right
Park.
there.
I
Yeah.
stayed hooping there
Okay, yeah, the
daily.
name used to be cracking too.
No, it
Everybody used to be
definitely
up there.
did.
Yeah, okay, okay. So that's really kind of where you learn like the toughness and the grit of
Yes,
like
sir.
Milwaukee and added it to your game. Okay, I
We
like that. I
probably
like that.
played each other before. Probably don't
Probably
even know it.
the name probably when you graduated high school.
I'm class of 2019.
We probably did because I did used to be up there, no bull. But Milwaukee's small too. If you're on the north side, you damn near know everybody for real,
Right.
for real. You
That's
just probably
facts.
can't put like a name to it for real. But and then even just growing up in Milwaukee. So what you went to Golden Meyer High School,
Yes, sir.
right? But you went there since elementary school, right?
Yep.
So what made you? I guess what made you stay there? Because you was already um going there the whole time, and then you
Right.
started playing basketball. Did you play any AAU?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I played for TP Elite and Kevon Looney Elite.
Okay, how was that playing with Looney team? When was that? Like when he first made the team? That's when the Warriors just
Yeah,
start
that's when
winning
he
too,
first
right?
started. He wasn't sponsored or nothing. That's when he first started. Yep.
Yeah. So
Yes,
how
sir.
was that playing? Like, did y'all get any gear? Was it any like special like little privileges that y'all got to get or anything?
First starting out, TP Elite was mainly my main team because that's what Golda was
Yeah,
during the
yeah.
summer.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
So who
basically, our high school team was
went
on
to
TP
TP
Elite
Elite?
in the summer just so we could stay together and
Yeah,
build our
okay, that makes
chemistry.
sense. And who was the coach for TP Elite?
Coach CJ.
But that's a coach that's with like Golden Meyer, like you
Yep, he
saying.
would he was with Golda Meyer too.
Okay, okay. And that's how y'all stayed together, right? And y'all played
Yep,
and
that's
formed
how we built our
everything.
chemistry.
Right. And then at Golden, y'all ended up what winning all conference 2020?
We won the conference 3 years in a row.
3 years? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I did see that up there.
2018 and
18 and
2019.
19. Okay, so 3 years in a row back to back. Who was all on that squad?
Well, from the people that was getting buckets and all my I respect the whole team,
Yeah,
but
yeah, facts. Should be
just
like that. But
notable
you know who
people.
the
Yeah,
yeah, you know
notable
everybody
people
got
is
their
my guy
roles, yeah.
Mario Williams,
Okay, yeah.
Brandon Harmon,
Okay.
and Brandon Robinson.
And which Brandon is the leading scorer at Golden?
Brandon Robinson.
Robinson, that's the left hand big man.
Yep, he
Yeah,
right-handed,
right
but
handed. Okay,
yep,
my
he
bad.
definitely
Yeah,
was a
okay. He
big.
tough too. We got to get him on the podcast too. And Rio. Don't
Yep,
forget about Rio for
they
sure.
next. They
All of
next.
them, all of them. But what was it like even just playing with them? So like y'all really did a lot of y'all like play together from elementary school? Did y'all go from elementary to middle school
Well,
to
the
high
high
school?
school was first starting when we was
Right. Y'all was the first graduating class, or with the second, first or the second one?
Brandon Robinson was the
Or was the
first.
first one? Okay,
His
first.
his class was the first
Yeah.
class of 2018.
2018. Okay, yeah. And then that's the first year y'all, or the second year y'all went to, y'all went all conference too.
Yes, sir.
Okay, bad. But then, so then, how was that? Just kind of, I guess, really putting on for Golden, then, right? You put on for really like the
Definitely
school from
did.
a young kid all the way to really to now. You know, how was that kind of winning all conference like at the age like senior year and whatnot?
It was fun, bro. It was definitely fun. I definitely could say we were dominant, but it was because of the grind that we put in, like the work we put in, and we already mess with each other like off the court.
Yeah,
So
for
like
real. That'd be
on the
half of the
court,
game. Yeah, people don't
exactly.
really mess with each other when they be on the court. Yeah, or off the court for real. That's half of like the battle right there. Cause you gotta know where people at. You gotta know what people like, tendencies and whatnot. Especially in basketball. Like if you know I like to get to my left hand, why is you passing it to me when I'm at my right hand? Right? But you gonna know that once we build that little chemistry, you know. And I like that y'all stay together from like a long time, cause then like it shows y'all won all conference 3 years in a row. And the ones that's blooming is all blooming. You know what I'm saying? So then you at Goda, you know, you put on for Goda. How was it kind of like what made you get better though? Because you said you first started out as a 3 and D player, right? So what made you kind of want to, I guess, get better? What made you?
Okay, so high school, I was in it for the attention, like just like playing basketball for the attention.
For
I
like a
wasn't really
jersey?
working.
That's what coach be saying. So he be
Exactly.
saying like it be some people out here just playing for a jersey. Okay, yeah.
Keep it 100. I was playing for the attention, and then after high school, I left. I went to Minnesota Prep, and I realized like it was just straight basketball grind. So then I realized that's when I learned. I'm like, okay, you got to work on your game to be able to shine when the lights come on. So that was just my signal right there to just work every day.
How did you get to Minnesota Prep though? From Goda? Yeah.
My guy James Flippin, he was already there. He was there for high school. So I went post grad after I graduated from Go to my year. So James, he played Division 1 now.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. He was just at Grambling State University this past season. I wouldn't even know right now. He hasn't committed yet. He did say he was in the transfer portal though. But that was basically a connection that got me.
Yeah,
He
that
helped
got you
me.
somewhere
hmm
networking and whatnot.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah.
He
But
helped me
what
get
made you
into
even want to go
Minnesota Prep.
prep after like what did you know about prep before like you graduated high school, or did you know you were gonna go prep, or like what made you really You know what I'm saying? Like sit down and be
Towards,
like prep, because you still could have even went what JUCO still,
yeah,
but
I
prep
still
kind
could have
of
went
gave you
JUCO.
what an extra year.
Basically,
Yeah. So who put that like in your head to know like, hey, if you go here, you know what I'm saying, this will kind of be better for you in the long run. Who put that thought process in your head?
basically, well, after high school, it was basically my guy James. Shit, I like high school. I didn't really have that many offers. Like I had offers, but it wasn't like offers that I wanted. Like it was probably like local, like Lakeland University.
Yeah. Okay. But you wanted, what did you want out of high school? What kind of offers did you want?
I mean, I wanted to go Division One. I wanted to be an All American, but my ethic in high school wasn't where it is now.
Yeah, that speaks a lot too for you to say that too, because it shows like like you wanted something and you really obtaining it right now. So it shows the process of how like once you understand where you want to be, like you can get there. You know what I'm saying? You just got to put the work in
That's facts
to get right.
on a consistent.
Consistently put the work in. Facts. So then you at Minnesota Prep, you do 1 year at Minnesota Prep.
Yep, I did 1 year, and that was the COVID year. So our season ended up getting canceled.
Yeah, how was that with the COVID thing? Where was you at when they canceled the season? Do you remember where you was at when they canceled it?
Well, it was like what was it, mid March COVID happened in 2020.
It was like I was in school. I want to say March too. I remember they canceled like class. I was in class when they was canceling everything. Like I remember it was a girl in the back. She just kept yelling at the teacher. We was in North Dakota. I'm with JUCO in North Dakota. She kept yelling at the teacher. I went to North Dakota State College of Science, and she'll yell. She'll be like, "NDSU just canceled class for the next. They said don't come back for 2 weeks." And then he like, "What? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna put everything on Google Classroom so we could do work, right?" And then he telling us like what he think gonna happen. Like, I don't know if we gonna be able to come back. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like he just explained it to, and then the girl, she keep yelling. Another school, South Dakota State, just canceled school again. She steady yelling back there. So then everybody really in the room panicking. Like, you know what I'm saying? Cause we don't know what's happening. And mind you, the day before I had just watched Rudy Gobert do all the little touching on the microphones. I don't know if you remember when that NBA game got canceled the night before. Rudy Gobert was touching all the microphones playing around. But do you remember where you was at and what you was doing?
Yes, I do. I was in the dorms in Minnesota at Minnesota Prep. We had dorms. They was off campus, but we had dorms. But the high school, they still continued. They had like one more tournament because it was the grind session. So they basically just finished out. We traveled to Kentucky
Yeah.
that day that they said everything was shut down officially. But the basketball league, the grind session continued. So the post grad basically just traveled with the high school team. And then we finished that weekend out.
Oh, okay. Did that help you play, like get any offers too, playing that last week too? Because that was really your last time in Minnesota too, playing and whatnot.
It was. I got great film from Minnesota Prep. That definitely helped me push to different colleges, like, cause you need film to be able to go to the next level. So I can say that it helped me get a lot of film.
Okay. And then so during COVID, what was your process of like being recruited? Was it like people blowing your phone up, yo, we need you, or was it like you have to kind of go fend for yourself? What was your process like?
To do it myself. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with you. I had to do it myself. I had to make my own highlight tape, post it to YouTube, and then from there, I said, I know I can play for one of these schools out in Arizona. So that was my luck. I just got to sending it out, and eventually, a few coaches got back to me through email.
And you went JUCO in Arizona.
Yep,
Yeah.
Phoenix College.
Right. And how was that out there in Arizona? I see what you was posting YouTube videos out there too, right?
Oh
You
yeah,
was
yes
vlogging
sir,
and
yes
everything.
sir.
Yeah.
I
How was
definitely
it out there?
was.
I know it was beautiful, right?
It's great, bro. Phoenix, it opened up a lot of doors for me. I can't say that.
Okay, okay, facts. And then did you do 2 years at Phoenix or you just did one?
I basically did 3 years. So I redshirted my first year, and then after that, I played 2 years.
Okay. And then why did you redshirt? What was it like redshirting? Because a lot of kids don't um kind of understand the positive of redshirting, right? Most people think like redshirting is a bad thing. Like, nah, I don't want to sit down. I want to play. I'm better than woo woo, all this other stuff. So what made you, I guess, sit down? And then because you already just had the Minnesota year, you know what I'm saying? So what made you sit down again and lock in for it? What made you do that?
Well, it really was my coach. Me and my coach had a personal connection, like relationship wise, and he basically just told me like, "You're not ready this year," and at first I wasn't with it. You know, we from Milwaukee. Like when you hearing that, it's like, bro, what? Like I know I could play. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it was just like it was something I needed to hear. Like you got to get better. You got to work on your game. So after that, I took it. I told him I appreciated him for telling me that. And after that, that whole year, bro, I worked every night, bro. I was worked on shooting, dribbling, and finishing that every night, bro.
I love that. I love that. I really do love that because even in the like the space we in now, a lot of kids they hear stuff like that where you like when you don't like to hear the things being said to you, a lot of the people kind of leave. Like, run, be scared of that. Enter the transfer portal, especially that early, So it speaks a lot to you not entering the transfer portal that time, right? But you ended up using the transfer portal later on, right?
Right.
Right. So you do, I guess, 3 years at Phoenix College. How was that out there? You had the first year you were all conference. The 2 years you was out there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, all conference.
And second, I was all conference.
Okay, yeah. How was that? You was averaging what? I think the first year you averaged over 16, about 16, and then the second year was around 15. Was it just easy?
First year I averaged 14. Then the second year I averaged 17.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I got the numbers wrong. My bad. How was that? Like, what was it like? Cause he basically what handed you the keys out of that the red shirt year. Did he kind of hand you the keys? Yeah.
I stayed down. He realized that I was working,
Yeah.
and then basically my first year, my freshman year, I mean, he seen the work that I put in. He told me, and then he basically just told me go out there and perform.
Yeah. So he kind of like gave you the keys to the offense, like do what you do, or was the offense tailored around you, or
My
what kind of
first year,
offense?
my first year I played with two other Division I guards.
Yeah.
So
Who was that?
Michael Rogers, he went to Oakland University, and then my guy Jamar Brown, he's currently at UCLA.
Okay. Okay. That's
So I was playing along two Division I players. So like I learned the game from them. Watching them work, I really I could say I got it from them.
yeah. Facts. Facts.
Just knowing the grit and the grind that it takes to be a real basketball
Competing,
player.
yeah, competing with them. Yeah, okay. So the competition kind of made you better and whatnot. A lot of people run from that competition. I love that you stuck it out. So your first year, like you said, you averaged 14 with the two Division I guards, right?
That was my first year.
And then the second year they left,
That
and then yeah, and you had Joe 17. You start going crazy. Was it kind of more so like now the offense was to you?
yep. Now I was in their shoes. I was basically a leader, just going day to day.
And then what kind of skills did you gain? So you said you now that you became a leader, what kind of skills did that kind of help you gain and understand in that little process that happened?
It shows that people are looking at you, even when things are bad. Like it's like, what is he doing as a leader to like help us as a team? Like it shows a lot, especially my second year being at Phoenix College. I was in a nice area, so it's a lot of distractions. But I mean, just staying focused, getting better, and playing the game I love. That's basically kept me going. Really.
Right, right, right. I love that. So then again, too, what does keep you focused, right? So do you have anything that's keeping you focused, like you said, now that's keeping you going?
Yes, sir. Being able to provide for my family, getting paid from the basketball, that keeps me going. Just looking back, you look back and be like, that's how far I came. Like that keep me going too, and just traveling as far as I can with the basketball, bro.
And how far do you plan on taking basketball? What all do you like? What do you want to accomplish at the end of the day? What do you want people to know about Mr. Rogers the third?
That I want people to know about my ambition, just the work I put in to be able to create a name for myself. Like just the work I put in. Like knowing you gotta grind to get you can achieve anything you want in life. Just know you have to have the consistency and the discipline and like you said, the work ethic to get there. And the sky's the limit for you, bro.
Yeah. And
Facts.
did you have somebody kind of like a coach or a trainer, even your dad, like maybe your dad was in your ear, like keeping you motivated because your dad kind of been in your shoes too,
Right.
right? He went JUCO, you went JUCO, so you kind of understand the aspect of like listening to somebody
Yeah.
and applying what somebody taught you. So did you have somebody in your ear this whole time that was kind of making sure like you stayed on the right path, or?
Growing up, my pops was with me, but then probably about when I was 10, he left to Detroit. So I after he left, my mom kept me with it. She kept me with trainers. She even trained me. I learned the game from her too. Yep, she definitely did. And just learning from the all the trainers she had me through, and then just soaking in all the knowledge from what they taught me. I eventually end up working on my game by myself too.
Okay, yeah. So then you said you did 3 years at Phoenix College in Arizona, and
Yes,
then you
sir.
end up going to Detroit. Was your dad a connection to the school there, or how did you get connected to Detroit Mercy?
So I basically did the same
The
thing for
same thing, the
Phoenix.
same
So
grind.
once I got
Okay,
my film from
yeah,
Phoenix
yeah,
and everything, I put it together. I posted it to YouTube, Instagram,
yeah.
Twitter,
Twitter too, yeah.
and I
Back when it was called Twitter. Yeah,
yes, sir. It's
right.
X now,
X
right?
now, facts.
You right, you
Yeah,
right.
yeah. But then yeah, so then you posted. I ain't gonna lie. When I was in JUCO, I did the same thing. I was I made my film on Huddle, and I was DMing everybody like 10 times a day. Clockwork. I woke up in the morning. I'm 10 coaches every morning, bro. Lunch, dinner, anytime I'm really sitting down, just not doing nothing. I was 40 coaches. Some will hit you back, some won't, some asking for this, some asking for that. It's man, is you finna offer me or not? You know what I'm saying? But you kind of stay down from the grind. So I love that you did that for real because I kind of see the similarities in both of us. We both went JUCO, and then we both just from Milwaukee. So I see the grit and grind. You know what I'm saying? And so you get to Detroit. What made you pick Detroit out of all the schools you had?
Well, out of all the schools, I got family in Detroit. So once the coach at Detroit University, Detroit Mercy University, got back to me, I basically was like, okay, this is my sign. My papa was from there, my dad from there, and I got family from there too. My nana even from there. And even the summers, just growing up in Milwaukee, my mom sent me to Detroit to know my Detroit family. So once the coach hit me up, hit me back on Twitter, his name Coach Colin. He there right now. I'm gonna give him his flowers right now because he definitely told me I'll be able to come play.
Yeah. And do you feel like he gave you the opportunity when you played, when you got up there?
When I got there, I had to prove myself as always. When you go to a new program, you always got to prove yourself, prove that you can play, prove that you can put the work in even when it gets hard. So I mean, I can say I proved to myself that I shout out Coach Montgomery too, because he gave me an opportunity to join Detroit Mercy second semester. So I walked on at University of Detroit Mercy
Yeah, I
second
seen that.
semester.
Right. But you ended up playing, what is that, 4 games over
Yes,
there?
sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
How was that? Was it like, and were you antsy trying to come in, like trying to play? Like, as soon as you got there, was it like, yeah, I need to play, let me prove myself?
Absolutely,
Or, how
absolutely.
was that?
It definitely was. Just like how I redshirted my finish year, I got to Detroit Mercy like, okay, I feel like I should be playing. Like I put in the work, but I got humbled quick, and I can say I needed that because it got me to where I am today.
And I like that too. So then I'm gonna ask you real fast. So I know you said you wanted to be a D1 player your whole life. I understand that, right? Did you have any D2 offers out of like Phoenix College and
Yeah, I had a few.
yeah, but did you not want to take those? Like what
No,
was the
I
difference with the
always knew, bro. Out of Phoenix College, I always had a gut feeling in my body that I could play Division 1 basketball. So once I had that feeling, that's the feeling I was going with, and I shot text straight to D1 coaches, bro.
yeah, you weren't even trying to be like a D2 when they was
Nope,
talking, it wasn't even no
no
talking
sir.
back. I love that because that kind of showed too like you standing on business. You know what I'm saying? Like
Definitely
you a man of
appreciate
your
that.
word. Nah, for real. Cause even I ain't gonna lie, I remember like when I was in JUCO and it was that time where it was like time to be recruited. And I remember thinking like, um, I start getting the offers. You know, when you start kind of getting, the ball start rolling, you get the weak D3s and you know what I'm saying? Then they start D2s. And then I remember thinking like, am I finna settle for D2s because I'm just, like I want to go somewhere, or like, am I gonna wait my turn? But COVID happened. So I was really, you know what I'm saying? Some more happened. So I ain't really, like think about all my decisions. But I love that you stood on business every time that you got the opportunity to really stand on business for real. That really shows everything. So you do 1 year, one semester at Detroit Mercy.
I basically was there the full year. I officially joined the team second semester. I got my jersey. He gave me my jersey second
Oh,
semester.
okay. So what was so you were there the whole
I was
year
there the whole year.
on the team the whole time,
I was practicing. I was practicing with
everything,
the
but he
team.
didn't give you a jersey
He didn't
until
officially put my name on until second semester.
for real.
Definitely.
On like the back of a jersey, he didn't give you a name on the back of a jersey till the second
Basically
semester.
just joining the roster.
Yeah. So what was that? That's like a grind process he had. Basically, like you
Yep.
got
So
to
I
earn your
basically was
stripes
back to
to go.
ground zero.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
when I first got there, he had to check me out. He didn't know me. Head coach didn't know me. It was just a guy from Milwaukee, from Phoenix. He knew I went to Phoenix College, so he knew I could play. But it was basically I had to get there and I had to earn my stripes, like you said.
Okay. I like that. And you took the challenge.
Yes, sir. I love challenges.
Facts. I could tell. No bull. So then after you do that, right now, basically, right, this is real time then right now, right? So like right now, what's going on? What you got going on with Detroit? Are you staying? Are you in the portal? What's going
Right now I'm currently in the transfer portal.
Why is that?
Just it's no love lost to Detroit Mercy. I mean, I'm still rocking it. They gave me an opportunity. I love those guys. Like it just basketball fit. I feel like I can go play somewhere else.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And are you doing it? Is it the same process now that you are a D1 player? Are you still sending DMs out and sending everything?
Yes, sir. Currently, I'm sending my film out from Detroit Mercy out to different colleges, even the pro route. I'm interested in taking the pro route right now. So,
Okay. So
I,
then what's even that process like? Are you
what's up?
with the are like you got to get an agent? Is it like so
Yes,
imagine
sir.
I'm like a little kid and I don't know nothing about like the college to the pro. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So explain that to me. What am I doing? Do I gotta go get an agent? Do I gotta go right? And even if I hit the portal, what is it
right.
like? Am I like I don't know. What do I do?
Okay, so I would tell him that get all your film together, put all your film together because that's the evidence of what you are. Like it's basically the evidence of what you can do on the court and off the court too, because it's basically a resume. But I'm new to it too. I'm Division 1 now, but now I'm venturing out, looking to go pro. So I basically just say, just stick with it. Like literally, keep working on your game, get your film together, and put it all together so that you can be able to send resumes out to agents and acquiring new agents.
Cause it's still like a job at the end of the day, right? You still gotta perform and still like like keep up with what you're doing, say what you're gonna do, and really be presentable at the end of the day. Like, I don't think people understand like, basketball is fun, and being an athlete is cool and all, but it's still a job. At the end of the day, you still got to put the ball in the hoop. You still got to score touchdowns. You still have to be professional. You know what I'm saying? So I like that you saying had a resume, the evidence, the film, everything you need. This the time where you can shout yourself out. Where are you putting all your highlight films? I know you got the YouTube going. Are you still vlogging and doing all that too, or what you?
Yes, sir. I'm currently training, not training, but posting my individual training workouts. Basically, what I do to get better on a day to day basis.
Now that we at the end, man, do you have any final words of wisdom that you want to leave us with? Shouts out or anything?
Well, I first want to shout out Big Dog University for having me today. And we can shout out I shout out myself. Shit, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I got all motivational purposes on all my platforms. Duane Rogers, DuaneRogers the third. And just you said any final words, I can say you can achieve anything you want in life. Just as long as you have discipline, the consistency to do it, and the motivation, you can achieve it, bro. Anything you want in life. I'm hooping, so I'm going far with the hooping stuff, but it doesn't just pertain to just hooping. It's anything you want in life. You can get it, and the skies is the limit for you, bro. Well, on the journey, you gotta enjoy the journey, bro. I sometimes I get so far ahead that I be thinking so far ahead that I forget the present moment, like the journey of where I am now. Like just stay where your 2 feet are during your journey, and the only time you look back is just to see how far you came, bro. Then that's gonna keep you going. Really, it really does. It helps me a lot. Just knowing like where I came from, like the bottom basically, and I'm still going. That's God's way. That's God still paving the way for me. So I'm blessed to be able to do this. What I do, basically.
Hey, that's some big dog you shit, man. Appreciate y'all for coming. This all started with the idea from Big Dez, man. Free my brother.